All right, hello. Thank you so much for coming to my talk. That's about the technology was never going to save you. I'm Nissa Szabo, and I am with the Vega Protocol. Vega Protocol is a derivatives DEX that is really pushing the limits by being uncompromisingly decentralized. So this topic today, I really feel like has been formulating for years, and I've been able to solidify some of these ideas and thoughts over the past year. And so I'm really excited to speak with you about them because they've been on my mind and on my heart for a long time. So let's get started. All right, so it's no question, or there's no denying, that technology has improved our lives in many ways over the course of all of humanity, right? From back in the day, before any sort of the technology we know today existed, there were tools and things like that that brought more ease to life. So some of these examples are a bit obvious, but I think it's good to set the tone. So today we have access to multiple sources at our fingertips. So back in the day, you had to trust a single source of that information. So think back to when churches and popes were the only ones who had access to manuscripts, or they were often handwritten, so they weren't even accessible to other people. And so you really had to put a lot of trust in this single source, and you also had to hope that they weren't going to manipulate you or exploit you or give you false information. Another example is that with technological advancement in the medical fields, people are living healthier and they're living longer. This is great for us because we get to have more time to fulfill our purpose. We get more time with our loved ones and to do what we're meant to do here on this earth. The last example is you have access to learn almost anything. So from anywhere in the world, you can pick up a new skill set, pick up a new knowledge base. This is great if you're looking to transition your career, or if you want to learn a new hobby to impress your crush, you can do that too, and you can pretty much do it for free. Let's see here. All right, blockchain fixes this. I hope everybody remembers the meme. Blockchain promised to fix anything in your life, whether it was you're overweight, blockchain fixes this, or you're having trouble in your relationship, blockchain fixes this. Well, I think it's fun to consider that, but something I do worry, or something I've noticed, is that our technology or blockchain has become the government will save us. So the government can't save us, the government won't save us, and neither will technology. And so I think it's really important to be looking at these different aspects or ways that we can manage what is in our control. So, like I said, technology isn't going to save us, and neither is the government, or neither is any external source. And so to be truly self-sovereign, we must look inside ourselves and start to recognize the areas that we are freely giving away our power at any time. So I think most of us know what self-sovereignty is, but I have to say for me, it was nice to give myself a bit of a refresher. So self-sovereignty is the concept of property in one's own person, expressed as the moral or natural right of a person to have bodily integrity and be the exclusive controller of one's own body and life. So I do really want to focus sort of on that last part where it says to have bodily integrity and be the exclusive controller of one's own body and life. So consider that. I think there are spaces where it's overt, where if you are taken as a prisoner, it's overt that you don't have control over your body and life, right? But I think what we really need to notice is the nuanced ways where maybe we're giving away our power, or we're allowing ourselves to be taken over by algorithms, by addictions, whatever it may be. And so I think some questions that we can really ask ourselves are, have I become a prisoner to my own biology? Am I a prisoner to my ego? Have I given my power away to others where their opinions matter more than my own? So how can we put this into practice? I think that is a huge topic in itself and could probably be a really long talk or a really long workshop, but I wanted to start with a few basics that can really get us in the right direction. So the first one is know thyself. So take the time to get to know yourself, understand your core values, really dig into what is important to you. I think it's so easy to get caught up in what we've been told we enjoy or what we're told we're value. But I think, this is, again, another conversation for another day. But I truly believe that authenticity plays a massive role in being self-sovereign, because if you're consistently at the whim of everything outside of you, you're slaves to somebody else. And so I think knowing yourself is how you can really ensure that you're embodying authenticity and being that in who you are every day. So take care of your well-being. This one is so basic, but mental, physical, spiritual. It's really, really important that you're taking care of yourself. That way, when these big questions come up, so whether in business and the work and what you're building, of design or strategic decisions, if you're in an imbalanced place, you're gonna be more likely to be making decisions out of desperation or from a non-balanced place. So I think it's really important that we take care of the basics. And then last, you really need to look around you. Look at the people you're working with, the people that you're spending time with. Are they people who know their values? Are they people who can actually live these values day to day? And I think obviously there's an aspect that we're human beings and there's room for slip up, but are people really putting in the work to embody these values and in the work they do? I think one of the reasons that I've been able to kind of solidify these thoughts over the past year is working with Vega Protocol. I truly work with people who day in and day out live their values, and they are like full-on cypherpunk principled people. And I think that's so important when you're building, because if you're not willing to take the long road, or you're not willing to do things that are a bit harder, and you're gonna compromise on what you're building, I think it's just gonna get us further away from what we're actually trying to achieve. So I do know as we're all building, we have lofty goals, we have lofty visions for the future. And so it's easy to get caught up and just so focused on that, right? And it's really difficult to take a step back. So I really want us to take this opportunity to really think about what are our values and are we actually living them? Are we using them to make decisions in what we're building, how we're living our lives, how we're interacting every single day? So again, how can we be our most effective builders? And I think one of the questions we can really ask is, anytime we're making especially a major decision, but even the small ones matter too, is ask ourselves, does this decision promote my self-sovereignty, the self-sovereignty of those around me, and also the sovereignty of those that we're building? Because you cannot have self-sovereignty as a value if you only value it for yourself. It has to be self-sovereignty for all. So thank you guys so much. As I said, this topic is really important to me. If you have any questions or if these are thoughts that have been noodling around your mind, I invite you to reach out to me. My email and my Twitter are on there. And yeah, I'm happy to take any questions.
Any questions?
Thank you.